maybe to that to respond to that guy, maybe women only commit 10% of the crimes because they're really good at getting away with them.
Facts. And every real boss.
Not a real take.
That's a real take. I agree with that. Girls lie better than men. That's always been a fact. That's a fucking fact. A woman can lie and hold it down better than a man can. The problem is men just stop giving a fuck. That's the real fucking problem. But in other news, my boys, going into the video game realm right now, GTA 6 has been announced. And not just any regular announcement. They announced that they will have a female main character for the first time in the series. She'll be one of the protagonists, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
But yeah, this is the first in GTA history. They always been like either. What?
Kind of. I think that in one of the old school top-down ones, you could choose the gender of your character, but it didn't matter, right? Because you were a little like a circle with like two little like arm pixels coming out or whatever the fuck.
Didn't mean shit.
I mean, I think it's exciting. It's cool, right? I don't have any like negative feelings about it.
I think it's playing GTA again.
Do you think this is a move towards like a progressive way in the gaming industry that these guys are taking, Rockstar's taking? Like they're just trying to be a more progressive company?
I think it's weird. I think it's weird that like just acknowledging that women exist is like enough to people are like, oh, Rockstar is woke now. They're a progressive company. It's like, this is a pretty fucking low bar, y'all.
I feel the same exact way. I'm like, wow, really? A woman and that's all it takes? Wokeism. I'm like, yo, a woman? Like, that's it? It's all it takes for you to fucking jump out your seats?
Would it be a violation if they chose the female character, right, as the protagonist, but she's like, she used to be a stripper and now she owns a strip club and now she's a drug dealer? Would it be weird that they start her character off as a low-class stripper?
I don't know if it's going to be that.
I'm just asking. There's a question. I didn't say it was.
I don't think it'd be weird. I mean, all the characters in the Grand Theft Auto games have some combination of like a tragic backstory or something.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna be Latino, right? Is what they've announced.
Yes.
So like, I hope that it's not like just like straight up like stereotypes of like
cartel
Latina women and whatnot. But like, there's gonna be some aspect of that for sure, right? Like, there's gonna be some level of caricature. There's gonna be some level of she's gonna come from some kind of background, or I mean, obviously she's gonna get involved in crime, right? Like, it's fucking GTA. You're not gonna be the protagonist. The character be an all around good person, right?
Yeah. First of all, I hope they go all the way with it. I want to be able to get my nails done. I want to be able to go get a Birkin bag. I want to be able to go put a Glock in my Birkin bag. And I want to be able to pop. I want to do women shit. I hope. Yeah, absolutely. I find it fun to role play. I think that shit is cool. I've done it in video games my entire life. You want to
get pulled over by a cop and then just shove your little gun in your tits or your pussy?
No, I'm like boost the air, put my tits together. I'm getting a tit job. I'm throwing the D's. On there.
So right? What you're saying is what makes it fun to be a girl is to use her sexual benefits to
everything I would want to do if I was a woman. Yes, absolutely. I'd try it all.
I mean, Joey is our little deviant. You think he would be less deviant if he was the opposite gender?
He'll be more.
He'll be more. Yeah.
He'll be the real definition of a slut.
I want to be a slut.
Some would say we're already the one-up sluts.
Damn.
Yeah. Some would say we're already there.
I do think, though, what Rockstar needs to do, right? Because they fucked up on GTA 5. They fucked up big in the beginning. The whole online...
They fucked up so hard. They printed infinite amount of money.
Yeah, they made the money.
No, they definitely made money. I'm saying they fucked up in the sense, like, it took so long to add all these great things to the online multiplayer. Like, you know, people are still playing now because they added on little by little, but it was like in the beginning, they were promising that shit off rip, all this fucking cool shit, and it took them like years before they dropped it.
I mean, that's fair because that fucking casino took like 4 years to finally come out, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, props to them for keeping the game alive. Granted, they're keeping the game alive because it's making them a shitload of money. Like, I think they made more money off GTA Online than they ever made off of fucking like GTA 5 sales, right? That's why the game's like $5 now or some shit.
I mean, GTA 5 has made a total of $6 billion.
That's fucking nuts.
That's insane.
Sick.
But
And think about it. They created Red Dead 2. It didn't even put that much numbers on the board. But like, look at the work that they did with Red Dead 2. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, because of
They went-
GTA.
That's
GTA
like
5,
that's like winning the lottery 15 times.
Yep. GTA 5 is a PS3 game. And that came out in PS3. It came out again on PS4. They dropped Red Dead Redemption 2. It came out, then GTA 5 came out again on PS5. And they just killed Red Dead Redemption 2. And GTA Online, who knows
Still
when
going.
that shit will ever
It's
end.
about to get its next major expansion.
That's ridiculous.
Honestly,
Crazy.
the shit they're adding in now makes me want to go back to the game because it's this quality of life stuff that I wanted. You can sell your drugs now from your businesses in a fucking closed session.
Wait, GTA
which is-
5?
In GTA Online, they're adding that shit in, or it is
That's
added
awesome.
in. I forget which it is, but yeah. So now you can sell the shit from your business in a closed session, which sounds phenomenal because I always got fucked over trying to sell my shit from my arms dealership and my weed farm and whatnot.
Dead ass?
That's
Yep.
awesome.
I'm tempted to
didn't
reinstall
know
the
that.
fucking game again,
we
dude.
we may have to get it in.
We
Does it have
might.
crossplay?
I forget if it does.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
'cause you're
every
on
time I
PC.
play it, I hate it. I've just never enjoyed a single second of GTA Online. I get in, and I'm just getting killed by motherfuckers left and right.
Yes,
Like,
that you have a lot of griefers.
people
so
just
you-
running us over, shooting us with bazookas. It's like,
So we could do closed sessions now, and we could still
Yes.
run our businesses, and then we could go and play some fucking blackjack at the fucking casino.
I'm down for
And
that.
you could also, they put this ability in called passive mode, and nobody can hurt you in the server.
That's weak. Fuck that passive mode shit. If you're in there online multiplayer, you're in there at niggas'
And
discretion.
somebody comes in a floating jet bike and just blows you up every time.
Word.
What?
I'm gonna
What are
be
you gonna
so
do?
fucking petty, and I'm gonna follow that bitch, and I'm gonna fuck his life
the
up. Dude,
only
those-
way
Those
you
bikes
have
are
to
never killed
pay.
them.
those bikes are game breaking. They are, and not to mention like you have to pay for your ammo in GTA Online, right? So like you're using your rocket launcher, you're wasting all your ammo on this dude. It's bullshit.
you just use the codes, the cheat codes.
you got a crazy expensive car, and then they just fucking destroy it, and then you wished you paid for the insurance to get it repaired.
Always got to get that
Oh,
insurance.
if you don't got insurance, you're a dick. You deserve that shit to get blown the fuck up. Who doesn't have insurance in a vehicle? That's just some dick shit.
No,
People
I
that want that Lambo, but they can't afford the insurance on top.
That
no,
you
I
shouldn't be-
spent a lot of time on Reddit in like gaming subreddits this week, which I usually try to stay away from Reddit. I know that's more of Buchel's territory. And there's a lot of toxic shit about this character being a brown woman basically.
Yep.
And I don't understand it. I can't. I've read some of the threads where people were actually like trying to like engaging with these people and trying to dig into like why is this such a concern for you? Why is this the thing? And I didn't see any good reasoning. Did you see anything in any of your?
I saw Lord
Reddit stuff?
Balvin. Lord Balvin tweeted a gif of a guy at a cinema just sitting like that, mad, and he says GTA when it adds a Latina woman and stops using slurs, and he said that as a joke. And people were in there actually arguing the case. They said, all right, fine, a woman, okay, but they can't take out the slurs.
What do you
I
mean
was like,
What do you mean they took out the slurs?
they're not going to be using like slurs and stuff like that in this next game.
What the fuck? Why?
Because
Yo, this is the
Tony,
problem with America right now. Why the fuck are we not adding slurs to a fucking game that's rated mature? Why?
I don't think they're gonna take all the slurs out, but like things have to have a purpose, right? Like there has to be a narrative purpose for this. And a lot of this shit, like I mean, they edited their own game, right? Because they had
Yes.
some transphobic shit in GTA 5.
Yep.
And they took it out because they were like, this is not the joke. If the joke is just LOL, there's a trans person, they're like, that's not actually a fucking joke. That's just being a dickhead. so they took some of that shit out of the game.
Oh, those
Which
what
is-
you mean by slurs, like the hateful comments, is what you're saying.
Yep,
Yes,
that's what
that's
it's
Oh,
what
for.
a
I
slur
thought we were
is.
saying like fuck, bitch ass. This
No,
I thought that's what we were talking about. Oh,
No,
all right,
no,
yeah,
no.
Curse
okay,
words?
that's fine.
No, that's why I'm like, man, this guy's really. Oh my god, we're not gonna have hateful comments in the game. I'm
No,
like,
no, that's
boy,
fine. No,
don't know.
I didn't say. Yeah, I didn't even say hateful comments. He said slurs. Like I was thinking, like,
Yeah, I'm
bitch,
translating.
pussy, hoe, fuck this. That's what I was thinking. But
That
saying,
I mean, granted, I would play like a fucking like heavily edited GTA version because I think that'd be funny. It'd be like watching Die Hard on like TBS or something back
Oh
in the
my
day.
God.
oh, that shit was terrible.
Friday, rush hour, all these, the shits were so terrible.
We should get a compilation of just the worst. Because sometimes they just bleep the audio out, but the best is when they had someone
they
who
change it.
Recorded,
and then
yes.
they just like motherfudgers or something like different words.
Yippee
And
cut-
sometimes they get so fucking creative, it's ridiculous.
Yippee-ki-yay, moozer foozer.
That's
shit like that.
terrible.
Like moose or
I think-
foozer.
I think rush hour they said motherfucker.
That's just fucking terrible.
Yeah, I would play a GTA version that was just that kind of bullshit.
So
I'm-
I did read an article that Rockstar had in the last 2 years since they had that big blowout where found out that there was like a real frat boy culture, and it seems like all of the fucking gaming companies are
It's-
going through this right now.
Yeah.
A restructuring, and a lot of the people who have worked there in the last 14 months or the last 2 years or either have left has said that the change has been quite dramatic. That it actually feels like they're working in a company now rather than whatever the fuck they were doing before, which seems nice.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
fire. I mean, change is always good. You know what I mean? That's always a good thing.
I mean, it's,
Yeah,
it's,
so
it's,
the
it's
only thing that I read to answer your question a little while ago, Mateo, that seemed even remotely defensible was just saying like, oh, how comical is it gonna look? Like this, average sized woman running around and knocking men out left and right. And I'm like, I mean, it'll look like a fucking video game. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really care about that much. But that was like the only thing that I was like, I mean, I guess for people that are really into it for the realism, then sure, maybe that does take something away. But like that was about it. Somebody on Twitter was trying to argue with me talking about women don't even commit that many crimes. So they were like, so they were showing the statistics about how men commit 90% of the crimes and stuff like that. I'm like, cool. So why couldn't my character just be the woman that's in that 10%? This one. And he's like, yeah, but she'll be like a low level, crime person. You know what I mean? She's not gonna be a boss because like women can't mastermind crime. I'm like, all right, this
sounds like
conversation is way too fucking
like an
crazy.
idiot.
maybe to that to respond to that guy, maybe women only commit 10% of the crimes because they're really good at getting away with them.
Facts. And every real boss.
not a real take.
That's a real take. I agree with that. Girls lie better than men. That's always been a fact. That's a fucking fact. A woman can lie and hold it down better than a man can. The problem is men just stop giving a fuck. That's the real fucking problem. Right? And to go back to Call of Duty, that was a quick derailment. But to go back to Call of Duty, I hope they don't fuck with the radio station.
Wait, were we in Call of Duty?
No,
I mean,
he meant
wow.
Grand
Grand
Theft
Theft
Auto.
Auto. Wow. What? My bad. You're on mute, though. Grand Theft Auto. I hope
Radio stations are fantastic.
I hope they
Grand
don't
Theft
fuck
Auto
it up.
5.
Yeah, no, I hope they don't fuck it up. Is what I'm saying.
I hope they revamp it. I'm not gonna lie, because I went back and I played GTA
4.
3, the horrible definitive edition or whatever. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I platinum GTA 3. I almost platinum Vice City, but the game glitched, so I was missing a stunt jump that I couldn't ever get. It was stupid. But something I liked about those games is that I could listen to all the music. Like in GTA 5, there's so many radio stations and so many songs that I don't even have a favorite station because like I can't even like pinpoint what songs I like from what station. It's like it feels too real. There's just too much music. I don't like it.
I think the best collection of radio music was in the Ballad of Gay Tony. That fucking game, I listened to every radio station,
Yeah,
every single
I
one.
gotta agree.
But
It's actually the best thing you've said this entire episode.
But fuck you, bitch. the fucking in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the country station. Fuck out of here. I was not listening to that shit. And some of the fucking little disco ones, it's passable. But other than that, I'm listening to Los Santos and the not Los Santos, the Spanish station and the fucking hip hop station. That's it.
They need to bring
the
us
Spanish
back.
station was called Esperanto.
I think,
it
yeah.
was.
I said Los Santos. But GTA 5 was Los Santos, I think.
They need to bring back my Russian station. I need that Russian station to go
Damn.
national.
Vladivostok. I forgot
Vladivostok
about that one.
radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Grand Theft Auto, yeah, that notorious for having.
But
good,
yeah, I don't know. I
music.
just want to. It just feels like there's too much music.
Oh man, there's no way that you're going to get your wish. Then if anything, the radio stations are going to be even
Gonna be
more
bigger.
packed full. Yeah,
Yeah.
They already had their transformation in the past few years on Grand Theft Auto 5. If you've been like paying attention to how they've
They
been
cycle
changing
the music out too.
yeah, they do.
Yeah, yep. So I think that was their transformation.
You should be able to select what radio stations, and you could probably be able to minimize like what music you want to listen to. I think.
Well, I think even GTA 5 had like some radio station that was synced to like the files that you had, like music files or some shit like that, or was that GTA 4 that had that option?
I don't
So
know.
one of them had
4.
one of them had a radio station that would basically play like your music if you had like MP3s on your
It was
computer
Grand
or
Theft
your
Auto
PlayStation.
4, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they had that in 5. I forget. It's been a while since I played.
I
Damn,
just
don't
want to
think so.
see a track list somewhere so that I could know. Oh, this radio station has a lot of songs I like because
I'm
it's
sure
so hard.
it's out there.
I find when I play GTA 5, I cycle through all the stations and I don't like almost anything.
Those data miners they'll get you, dude. They'll have that information within like a week of the game going up.
that's crazy. Shout outs to them. That's like a helpful thing that no one really cares to do. But
It's
So
going to be
you-
multiple. There's going to be multiple cities. They said there's going to be cities that are going to be added in after release.
I love that idea.
There's some cool stuff. Where do you think this one is going to be situated? Have they announced? They haven't announced yet, right?
America.
They said Vice City.
Did they say it was going to be Vice City? Mm-hmm. Where is Vice City supposed to be? It's supposed to be Miami.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Miami Vice.
What
be dope.
do you think she's going to be Cuban?
I hope
Dominican?
not.
What do you think she's going to be?
I hope she's not Cuban.
Hells yeah.
I hope she's like either like Puerto
I
Rican
hope she's
or
Cuban.
Mexican.
Nah.
I don't think she's going to be
Why not?
Mexican if it's set in Vice City. If they had said like it was going to be like in the
California?
Southwest or like Texas or something, I'd be like, okay, it's going to be a Mexican.
But why
For
a
sure.
Cuban though? Why a Cuban chick?
Because it's in Miami.
So I don't fuck with it. I think it should be they haters. Honestly, if anything, I would rather have a Dominican chick.
Sure. I'm just saying if it's in Miami,
That's probably gonna be a Cuban chick.
if it's in New York, they could do a Dominican
Nah,
more
they'll do
easily,
a-
but they would probably do Puerto Rican.
they'll do a
They've
Puerto
done
Rican.
Dominican. Gay Ballad of Tony was the Dominican guy.
Yeah, the main
Damn,
character.
Oh, yeah,
he
that's
was
fair, yeah.
Dominican.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Although he
I should
wasn't
go back
Dominican
and-
enough.
I should go back and replay that one. I
It's
enjoyed
good.
that one, but I never finished it.
What?
Man.
Hey, you're bugging. That was
It's
a good
really
one.
good. You should finish it. Yeah, it's really good. In my
Yeah, I didn't
opinion,
finish it
probably.
either.
Wow. What?
Well, because I played it right after I had just beat GTA, like the main campaign,
see.
right? And like it's just more GTA. Like it's a
Yeah.
good story, but it's just more GTA, right? So like, I was burnt out by that point.
I hope the graphics get a lot better though too though. Just like off the like clothing wise, maybe if you
They have to do something there. The style has to shoot through the roof. And I'm going to be completely honest, there's opportunities there for actual clothing brands to come in and like design shit. I don't know how that's going to be on the microtransaction end, but I think they can do something clever there.
That's what they're gonna do with the NFTs. You could buy like a nice Supreme sweater for GTA.
I hope there's no fucking NFTs in this bullshit. You know who they need to have in the character is like in the game is like one of like the side characters? Fucking Mari from Stranger Things. That dude, Brett Gelman. That dude is fantastic. And he's got some fucking like his style is impeccable. So like if they had him as a side character, that shit would be so fucking good.
They will. They parody everybody in those games.
Mm-hmm. If they brought him on though, like, be phenomenal. That dude is delightful. One of my new favorite people to follow on Twitter.
I hope they bring back like the whole gang effect, like where you take over a part of the city, like the gang or whatever, and then you just like build up.
That
I think was pretty good.
The body shit where your body will change depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, that'd be
too.
Cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I fucks with that. Maybe they can have electric e-bikes there though. You could ride your e-bike.
Oh, there's definitely going to be e-bikes. That's going to be parodied hard in the game, I would imagine.
GTA 5 doesn't have e-bikes?
I don't think so.
They just have regular bikes. BMX bikes, I think it is.
It's going to be e-bikes, or it's going to be those stupid little fucking bird scooter things are going to be all over the fucking city.
Fuck that shit. But yeah, I don't feel no type of way. I think it's interesting though that they are bringing a female character in. I don't really see it as a part of the woke society or the progressive society. I just think that they're trying to change it up a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And people are reading too deep into it, saying, "Oh, y'all just trying to follow it." It's like, nah, bro. I don't see nothing wrong with a main character being a female and being in charge. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I don't know why people get so stuck on this whole sexist idea of like, oh, a girl can't be a boss. Like, they got to start at the bottom. Where you think the male bosses start at? They start at the bottom too. Work their way up to the top. Almost every Grand Theft Auto was like that. Start at the bottom, living in the hood, coming up, killing, robbing, doing they got. It's like, so. I mean, granted, you're thinking that, you know, from that aspect, you're thinking that you're stronger than a female. That's your mindset. But it's just like, sometimes you just gotta let some shit go and just enjoy the fucking game. You know what I mean?
Or let a woman hit you with a baseball bat and let's just see how much stronger you are. Like, I mean, the game is is full of weapons. It's like,
it's a game series where you can run around and get shot fucking like 15 times and not die. Like, I don't know why people are like, there's certain levels of realism that we expect, and there's certain levels of realism that we don't fucking care about in games like these. What, you want to get shot in the arm and you spend the next like 18 hours of gameplay going through rehab? You have to have your arm in a cast.
What I'm not looking emergency room. What I'm not looking forward to is the other end of it. Right now, you're getting the backlash from like the more conservative probably side of things, where they don't want, you know, they think, you know, trying to have representation's bad or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm not looking forward to the other end of things, where when they have a woman in the game and the woman does anything, like the progressive people or the super SJW people are going to be pissed. Oh, why does the woman have to do this? Oh, why did the women have to like have sex to like I don't know, manipulate a guy or just any number of things like that? It's gonna swing the other direction of all the bad ways that they represented a woman in the game, and it's like, I don't know. That's something I know is gonna happen.
I mean, it's got to be a balancing act for games like this, right? It's got to be a balancing. There's got to be a discussion they have at like the South Park studios. Whenever they put out
a balancing act, bro. They put a black person in the game. They put him in Compton straight gang battles. Like, it's like they went full stereotypical. I don't think it's a problem to like do caricatures and stereotypes of something in the game.
I mean, Franklin was a well written character. I enjoyed the hell out of Franklin. Michael, I enjoyed. I mean, Trevor was a piece of shit, but Trevor was fucking funny.
Sorry, I was talking about CJ. When you started talking about Franklin, I'm like, who the fuck is Franklin? I was thinking Snowfall. I'm like, Franklin. Then I totally forgot that. I didn't like GTA 5, so.
I enjoyed the hell out of GTA 5, honestly.
GTA 5 was fun up until a point where it just got too much for me. Like, there was
I didn't like controlling the three characters.
You didn't? I like swapping it.
I liked it too, especially when you would like swap over to like Trevor and he was just like in his underwear in the fucking desert
doing some dumb shit.
There's like 3 bodies around him. It's like, what the fuck? What was happening here?
That was awesome. Like those moments were awesome, but I don't know. It just felt like I wasn't progressing enough. Like when I was playing as one character, it was like you're progressing. Like you're getting more money. You're doing this. You're doing that. And it's like now that you got 3 characters, it's like, oh, I don't have that car that I like, or I don't have those guns I had, or things like that. And it's just like, I feel like you're busy reacquiring 3 different times. Like,
yeah. It's like double the work almost. Like
triple.
Or
that's fair. I mean, when you get to the end game and you start getting like the $500,000 payoffs with the bank heist and shit, like becomes less of a concern. But for sure, right? Like Michael starts with the most money out of any of them, I think, right? Like he's got the most money in the bank.
White guy in Beverly Hills type shit. Black guy in the hood in the ghetto, and the redneck in the fucking trailer park. It's all very fucking, you know what I mean? I don't know if you want to call it what's the term I'm looking for? Not prejudice.
They're stereotyping for sure.
Stereotyping, yeah.
And I think it's fine. Like it's supposed to be a like a dark reflection of reality. Like, and
it's a starting point, right? Because the characters all kind of grow. I think even Trevor has kind of a growth arc, kind of.
Yo, you think it would be awesome in the new GTA 6, right? If they add like a pregnancy thing, like if you have sex and you get pregnant, you'll be as a woman character, you'll be carrying a baby for like 9 months. You know, it'd be pretty fire.
It's a weird fetish, Tony, to be inserting into a game.
I'm giving you what you want. You talk about, oh, I want to be a female character, and I want to be the slut. I want to do everything they do.
Now, what Tony wants to do is get pregnant so that he could start spreading prego pussy out into the world. Then he's going to become a whore and fuck everybody and be like, "You're the best pussy."
He's going to go online. You want this prego pussy?
Yeah, I think it's disgusting, bro. I hope no one watches this part of the fucking thing.
I would be very surprised if there was a pregnancy aspect in the game, just because I think that, like, in a game where you can kill anyone, having a function that puts pregnant women into the game and giving you the option to, like, potentially injure them or cause them harm, shit's probably not gonna fly.
No, they probably won't put it in there.
You can shoot anybody just fine. Put a pregnant person. Oh no, now it's taboo.
Well, shit, dude, you can't. There's no kids in the GTA universe. You never see any kids walking down the street.
Throw those little kids in there, so you could be really on some fuck them kids and throw them off of roofs and shit.
Nah, those kids don't need we don't need the virtual kids to go through the same shit that our real kids are going through when they go to schools, man.
Oh shit! Nah, let me stop. That's a little dark.
Well, there was that game. What was it called? Torment?
I think
whatever?
It was. Yeah. Some
it was like the mass shooter like simulator game.
Hatred or whatever the fuck that stupid top down one. Yeah. The game was just trying to be edgy as fuck, is what it was going for, though.
I do hope they bring back like apartments, like still like bringing like I think they will, but like you can have your friends come over, play pool or whatever the fuck. I think that'd be a dope aspect in it too.
Yeah, what I read was the world's gonna be big, but they're going for a more immersive world. Like, so I think they said they already have like twice as many indoor environments than like GTA 5 or whatever.
That's awesome.
That's what always bothered me about Grand Theft Auto 4. It's like it felt like New York, but once you got out of the car, you couldn't go into any of the stores. You couldn't really do anything in that world.
It's it might be like a road trip style game too, because they said that the main character, she's going to be kind of based around the idea of like Bonnie and Clyde. So like, and they've talked about multiple cities, so it might be kind of like a road trip style game, potentially.
Yeah, probably like you do some number of jobs and then it gets too hot, so you gotta leave Miami, then you go to like Atlanta, and then because I could have sworn they said Vice City and the surrounding areas is what they said.
Yeah.
So
Georgia, you're probably gonna go into Georgia, Texas, Louisiana,
New Orleans.
Yeah.
What are they gonna call Atlanta? It's because it can't be Atlanta, right? Like every city's got a different name. I'm curious. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, the names would be always funny to watch or see on the game. Do you think that they'll bring in like like animals, like you can have a cat or a dog walking down the street on a leash or something like.
I would hope that yes.
Like I want to be raising pit bull
like a
puppies and
lizard.
selling them and shit.
I don't know about selling them, but I know that like it would be cool to have like, you know, a animal in the game.
I hope that they have it looking like how that Matrix game was. I don't know if you guys played that Matrix demo, but
the demo.
Yeah, it looked pretty decent. Other than the whack buildings and some of the aspects, but like the destructions on the car and shit, like it looked fucking pretty good. Like I hope
the
they bring
Unreal 5 demo that
Yeah.
they use for the Matrix. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they bring some of that around. That shit looks really good.
Some tighter driving controls would be cool. The GTA 5 had some decent driving, honestly.
Yeah.
I know Doey prefers the GTA 4 style driving for whatever reason.
Yes and no. I feel like they need to contact like Forza or somebody, or like somebody who knows how to do driving design.
I don't want the full driving experience though, right? Like I don't want it to be like a full like simulator style driving, because you still got to like lean out the window and shoot and shit like that,
Yeah.
right? Like there's extra goofy shit that goes along with it. But
I
a
would
little
like-
bit tighter would be cool.
Yeah, like the fucking Matrix shit. I mean, Matrix was too tight. It needed to be a little loose, but for the most part, that shit was fire. I don't know. But if you haven't done so already, ladies and gentlemen, hit that subscribe button. We're on all social media platforms. Facebook, TikTok, Discord, Instagram. We're everywhere. Apple iTunes, Spotify. Check us out. Don't be afraid to share us with your family, close ones.
Listen to our audio podcast. It's this, but without our faces. Give us a review. Apparently those reviews are good to get. I don't think we have a single review.
Yeah,
Actually,
facts.
I think Doey left a review on one of our platforms.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, don't be afraid, man. Just comment. You see, we reading out the comments that we get from you guys. Shit's funny. You know, whether it's a bad take on Pucho's end or a good take on my end, we're here for you. Just don't be afraid to, share your comment.
Is that the typical situation?
Nah, Pucho's probably hating it right now. All right, but for our next topics, ladies and gentlemen. There a problem?
No, I was just wondering. You treat me like a child a lot. I don't know if you noticed. Like, you know how you narrate for kids, where like you're always like, oh, he's so happy, or oh yeah, I bet you he's just they're hitting something. He's like, yeah, he's pissed off. Or you do that a lot. You're like, yeah, Pooch is probably pissed, or he's happy. Like, why do you do that? I'm just chilling.
I always put emotions on Pucho unnecessarily all the time. I find it amusing because of your facial reactions. But